It is June and band launching season is right around the corner for Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, I know that there are other carnivals in place for the rest of this year, but we need to get on Trinidad and Tobago Carnival because it is the greatest show in the world. And it's not called the greatest show in the world just because they just want to call it that. It's called that because that's what it is. And since that is what it is, we have to start preparing ahead of time. I will touch on St. Lucia and Barbados and Grenada and all those other carnivals in a moment. But right now, let's talk about band launch season. We are a carnival makeup brand where we host beauty experiences for professional women who want to look their absolute feminine self by focusing on femininity, convenience, and sophistication. So if that is something that you are interested in, click the subscribe button and let's get to it. Okay. So June is band launch season for Trinidad and Tobago. We have a long lead up to our carnival in Trinidad. So what that means is that all the bands will be launching their costumes for the season by this month. If you are planning on going to Trinidad for 2026, that you should be close to your phone, close to your apps where you can see the band launching and see the costumes that will be there. The women's costumes are always the best, and it's not the best because they have us wearing barely their items, but it's the best because it's the prettiest, it's the brightest, and it's just the most feminine that there is. And I am all for it and I love it. So what does this mean for you who is attending Trinidad Carnival for the first time, or you are thinking about attending Trinidad Carnival? This simply means that you need to look at the costumes of the band that you are interested in playing mass with. Okay, so when the bands launch their costumes, they would have about 15 different options, maybe more. Some may have less depending on the size of the band, but you will see the different options that they have. They may have option ABC. Let's say, for example, they have ABC, and in A, they have 4 different sections. They have ultra front line, midline, back line, back line. Okay, so that's 5 options. You choose the option that is going to fit your budget. So ultra front line is for the women who just want to post up in a costume with the big feathers and stand up there and that's it. Okay, you just want to trip on the road, and as a matter of fact, your foot may not even touch any asphalt. You want to be on the truck. Okay, you are going to be the one who is, as soon as the parade starts, you are coming out, you are pristine, you haven't even felt the heat of Trinidad and Tobago, because you came straight out of your accommodation and you went straight to the band, and they're keeping you looking pretty, because you know what? You are heading out to cross the stage and your costume needs to look pristine. Front line, you may touch the asphalt. Midline, you are on the asphalt, okay? Midline is for those who want to get on. Backline and back line, you're just here for the drinks, okay? You're just like, don't even check for me and no nothing. My girls are here, my peoples are here, I'm here, and we all good. Okay, that's what that is for. So if you are someone who don't want to be touched and you're someone who's like, I just want to look like a porcelain doll for the band, ultra front line is for you. Okay, you may be the one who's putting on heels and you're walking down Arapita Avenue. Best of luck for you. But if you're someone more like me, and I'm pretty sure if you're listening, you're someone more like me, you're probably going to be in about midline. Now, the reason why I say I'm midline is not because I've never played frontline before. I have. But it's because I want to enjoy myself. I want to be on the road. I want to enjoy myself. I want to take my pictures, and I want to be able to go get drinks. I want to lime and match up the place with all the other masqueraders who are there in the section with me, all of my friends and family who came on this trip with me. And I don't want a heavy backpack on my back. If you are going to go for ultra front line and front line, that means you're probably going to get a big feather backpack, and you will have, and it is heavy. Keep that in mind, that it can be heavy to walk around with until you cross the stage. If you're choosing mid, you might have a smaller backpack so you can navigate through the streets a little better. And if you're doing back line, you may just have the bodysuit. All right, that's back line, that's front line, ultra front line. Now, let's talk about the different styles of cuts that they would offer. They will offer a style of cut that is barely there. They're offering costumes where, you know, a lot of skin and a lot of area of our body is being exposed. Some of you may be comfortable with that. Some of you may not. I'll tell you right now, I personally am not comfortable with that. So that means that some modifications will have to take place in order for me to feel comfortable on the road in the type of costumes that they offer. Now, if the section that you're looking at does not have an option that you think you'll be comfortable with, then choose another section. I promise you, you're still going to have the time of your life. But if you are going out on the road in a costume that you don't feel comfortable with, you are not going to feel your most confident self, and you're not going to show up as your best self on the road. You want to always create a situation and create an environment where you are feeling comfortable and confident. In today's world with social media and things moving fast, and people are curating their page and their brand to look a certain way, a lot of us, and this inclusivity gets thrown out there. But the reality is there are some industries where inclusivity is not really inclusive. Okay, so you have a responsibility to carve out your pathway, carve out your little part of carnival where you can still feel confident and comfortable and sophisticated and feminine. Okay. Now, here at Face Candy Studio, we are all about femininity. I love being a woman. I love carnival for that reason. And so it gives me the opportunity and the space to be hyper feminine, extra glitter, extra beauty, extra brightness, extra softness. That's what we're all about over here. If the section you are specifically looking at does not have an option that you feel, and in this moment you will feel your most comfortable, just nix it and look at another option. Thankfully, more of the designers have been creating other options other than the little pasties and a little piece of string to cover up your punkalooms. They have more options for women who, may feel uncomfortable with their midsection, who may feel uncomfortable with their shoulders, who may feel uncomfortable with their back. There are many options out there, so you can choose one that you feel most comfortable. For those who are traveling for the first time and traveling with their friends for the first time, try to be in a section with all of your girlfriends, okay? You want to make sure that in the event something was to happen, all of you, at for the very least, can be in the same section. You take your pictures together, you do everything that you want, and you are together. Okay, this is if you are going to be in Trinidad for the first time. Even if you're not going to be in Trinidad for the first time, Trinidad Carnival and Carnival in general is so much more fun when you experience it as a whole with the people that you went with, which you traveled with. Okay, we are hosting our Carnival makeup experience in Port of Spain for Trinidad Carnival 2026. I am wearing Face Candy Studio Cosmetics in the shade First Class and the lip gloss Monarch. So if you want to get your hands on it, you can check out the link below and you will get direct access. As always, until next time, stay beautiful. Bye.